And unfortunately, violence is nothing new in that part of the world. On October 7th, 2023, Hamas, the ruling party in Gaza, launched coordinated attacks over southern Israel, including a brazen attack on a music festival full of young people. Roughly 250 Israeli civilians and soldiers were then taken hostage, including a man named Omer Shem Tov. Earlier today, he talked to 12 News anchor Mark Curtis exclusively about what he remembers.
When you're alone for long periods of time, we read stories from people who were prisoners for one reason or another, and it gives you a lot of time to think, think inwardly.
Yeah.
What did you think about during your time in captivity?
That's no one ever asked me this question. It's a good question. I thought about everything. Every person that I've met in my life came up to my head, even if it was for a couple of minutes. I thought about life itself. At some point you accept death. I told myself, okay, if I'm supposed to die here, then that's it. That's for me. I thought about my family nonstop, my friends. I wanted to believe that they fight for me, and they really did. I didn't know it. And you really do think about life itself, that you can't take life as a granted. And I promised myself a lot of things during the time I was there, that when I will get out, I'll treat better to this man, and I'll do better at this thing.
And have you? I mean, did it change you? Have you lived to become the man you wanted to be when you were?
I feel like I've upgraded. Yeah, I became a Omer 2.0. I don't think I've changed. Like with my friends, I feel like from the day I came back with my friends, it's been the same laugh, the same everything. It's the same. But I do feel like I have more responsibilities on me, and I do feel like I'm a lot more mature now. I'm 22 years old, and I feel like I've experienced the life of a 50-year-old man. So yeah, it did change me. It did change me for the better, and I'm trying to do my best at everything in life.
22 years old, Mark. Mark joining us now. What were your impressions as you were talking to him?
Well, first of all, Troy, how does a guy who spent almost 2 years of his life in a hole, remember, a lot of these hostages, including Omer, they were taken into these underground cells where there was barely enough room to even stand up, much less move around. Pitch black. So he lived in darkness most of the time. They slowly starved him. It went from, he said, 2 slices of bread a day, that was it, to 1, to a half, to 1 biscuit. And he tells a story of rationing that biscuit over the course of the next 24 hours, 1 little tiny break or snap off of that biscuit to survive. And here you see this, beaming, seemingly healthy young man who has been through this ordeal. And he says it changed him for the better.
Wow.
Which is amazing.
So he's come through the other side.
He has come out of, he's come through the other side, but he also feels, and he's here as part of a group called Friends of Zion. He's now advocating for the remaining hostages who are still in Hamas captivity.
About 100, right? Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, they think somewhere between 50 and 100.
Okay.
And they don't know how many of those people are alive. But now he feels, and that's when he talked about his responsibility, that if he's got a platform where he can go and say, do not forget these people, that's what he wants to do.
And I try to think about what life must be like there in Israel, Gaza. I mean, it's like us living here in Phoenix, and everybody in the city of Tempe wants to wipe us off the map.
Right.
And they could come across the Salt River at any time.
And they're openly hostile about it. Hamas makes no bones about the fact that it intends to destroy Israel. It's not some pie in the sky goal. They absolutely, and to this day they still say it, They don't want peace. Hamas doesn't. I think there are other people, the Palestinian people, many of them want peace. But Hamas, the ruling party of Gaza, will not accept anything less than the total annihilation of Israel.
So many lives lost.
Yeah.
Right? And a conflict that's been going on
And just
for
that
thousands of
day
years.
alone, 1,200 people, Israelis, civilians and military, murdered.
When are we getting to see the whole piece?
So there'll be a piece at 6 o'clock
Okay.
with more of that interview, and then we'll have the rest of it. And it went on for a good 20 minutes, available on 12 Plus on our streaming.
Mark, thank you.
Yeah.
Rachel?
My goodness, just shocking. Thank you, gentlemen. Up next, the Supreme Court makes a first